Welcome back to the Maui Pro, the last heat of the second round, about to kick off with Keely taking on Tatiana Weston-Webb. And it's a battle for a top 10 finish between these two competitors. Keely sitting in 10th position at the moment. Tatiana just behind her, sitting in 11th. So a lot on the line here. These surfers are sweet when you think about the qualifying series.
Believe that it had finally happened, and yeah, we'll never forget that. I had all my friends around, and I think my dad was here, and yeah, oh my gosh, it was one of the greatest moments in my career for sure.
What a special memory, especially for your first. Fast forward to today, 5 contenders, including yourself in 2017, now getting caught up with Sally out in round 2 by the wildcard Risa Hennessy.
The wave come into view. When you can see whitewater on the point, you know that you're going to have a lot of fun out there. And today, a little bit more whitewater than every other day of the event window. As we see Keely up, bit of foam on the face. Difficult to get that rail engaged on that section.
She waited almost half the heat for that ride, and that was all it produced for her.
It's important, even when it seems like the waves are starting to fire.
Yeah, for sure. You can be sitting, watching waves roll through this bay the entire heat before yours.
Live action now out here in the last heat of the second round. Tatiana Weston-Webb, patient, picking off this one. A 3.5 on her first ride, racing down the line, drawing off the bottom now, up into the pocket. A carving backhand approach and a little more vertical on the end section. She fell on some rides earlier on the closeout, but this time making sure she stays on her feet, reappears from the whitewater. This should be a good number.
Yeah, for sure. Just learning from those past matchups, just to stay on her feet, ride it out clean, make sure the judges know that you've had that committed approach and you're completing all your maneuvers. Tatiana, I love the wind up from her, that bottom turn, and just that approach of just staying compact on her board, light on her feet, and then just hooks into it right there. Unleashes that tail, and that's that spray and that power, and rides through that maneuver.
A couple of pretty poor results by her standards, and then bounce back with back-to-back finals. But here we go, Keely up on her best looking wave. Just flowing through a nice cut down to get started, and more aggressive on that second move option. And the third turn strong as well. Keely really finding a nice wall to work with. This wave had great pace, and she mixes it up with a slide of the tail at the end there. That was strong.
That was the surfing that we expect from Keely, especially after watching her, the way she approaches trestles, those kind of bowly right-handers. Those seem to be her bread and butter. Keely Andrews, she's a former semi-finalist here. I think she got that result last year.
You mentioned that, great performance at trestles, but there were some big moves laid down on this ride.
Yeah, Keely just lays into that first turn, comes out with confidence, finds great tempo to get onto that open face. And we've seen a lot of surfers kind of get hung up and kind of dig in that outside edge and go over the handlebars. Keely does so well to stay over her surfboard and in complete control that entire ride. Watch the way she holds her rail on some of these turns. It's just so beautiful to see her really commit to those maneuvers and come out of it with a lot of speed. I think the judges are going to reward this wave.
7.33, she's back in front. Tatiana now looking for a 3.84. Good looking wave out the back for the surfer representing Hawaii. But Tati just gets a little tangled up. A bit of indecision there. Looking for the barrel, maybe should have stuck to turns.
Yeah, I mean, there was opportunity that just went begging on that ride for Tatiana. I love the way that this water's really drawn off the reef now with that lower tide.
Kicking her feet. Got some great momentum back to the takeoff zone. Keely, not too fast now. She's going to pick off this insider and look to get herself back in front. A couple of solid hits already. And she loads up for something big on the inside here. Needs to lay it down. Digs in, just really an inspection back snap to finish that ride off.
A lot of downtime on that wave though, hunting that open face.
it's not a huge number that Tatiana's able to drop to chase down the lead, then Keely's going to have a chance in the final stages. Here's the replay.
Again, a great read, and you can tell these waves are really wrapping in so nasty. This is that downtime we were talking about where she's looking to place her maneuver. She raced through a number of sections there. Could she have got to work on this wave a little earlier? Possibly. And then just untidy on the finish. I think it's going to replace that 2.5. I think she will get the lead.
So I was falling off and I was doing a few kooky stuff out there, but it's just an unbelievable wave. It's world class and it's one of the best on tour. So just to be on here instead of here is just a blessing in itself.
Bronte, so happy you're feeling better and happy.
Front, Tatiana with 4 minutes remaining is looking for a 6.17, and here she goes. Beautiful turn. Has a lot of speed to get down the line. Almost loses it on that second maneuver, but hangs on. And she looks to square up on the inside and throw some big backhand jams. Nice little carving option there. Straight up into the lip once again. And she's not done with this one.
Ooh, that rebate keiki section. Looks pretty fun on your backhand. That second move, she looked a little bit not tentative, but on coming down from that one, a little shaky.
Moments of confusion as to whether to race out and make the wave for sure, or to get up and down in the pocket. And right behind me, here we go, Keely on a nice one, snaps out of the top as the second turn into a wrapping cut back into the white water, and waiting for it to stand up and just decides to kick out. We're going to have a good paddle battle right here.
7 to turn it, and here's another look at that wave.
Yep, this first turn, Tati winds it up, hits that section so well, and the second turn right here almost loses it, does well to regain herself. This wave kind of flattens out, but this little inside rebate just looks so fun from Tatiana. That's where it starts to stand up and she can just get to work on that inside section there with the third turn. So we'll see, how that plays in.
We'll see if it plays into this heat in just a moment. This is the Maui Women's Pro. Keely needs a 5.84 to get herself back out in front. The score's starting to roll through. And it doesn't look like it's going to be enough. A 4.77. And Tatiana's hanging on to the lead, and she's still alive into the third round here at the Maui Pro.